Jets are at the Patriots.
No.
All right. I forgot what my role was there. Oh, look at you. Look at you. Look at this. He's got the I Heart Drake Maye shirt.
Yes.
That is great. Paying up to bed.
And Mike emailed me today and said that he is delighted because I have Drake Maye at QB1 this week.
Oh, you do have Drake Maye at QB1 this week. How about that? Stat of the game, only 2 running backs have scored more than 13.1 PPR fantasy points against the Patriots. They are Bijan Robinson and Devon Achane. They both had 8 catches for 50 or more yards. So starter sit Breece Hall. Starter sit any Jets.
Hall's an RB2.
It's very difficult to sit Breece Hall with the state of the running back position and no Jonathan Taylor, and for what it's worth, no Alvin Kamara, and just the injuries that we're dealing with there. So I would love to say sit him if you can, but that's just incredibly difficult.
Yeah, I've got him ranked outside my top 20.
Right.
Fully buy into this Patriots run defense. Fully expect the Patriots to not do what the Browns did last week and struggle to slow down Breece Hall. This is not a good matchup for him. I don't see him getting a ton of targets and catches in the game like those other running backs did. He's going to need he's a talented running back, but it was kind of fluky to catch a screen pass and take it 40 yards to the house. He's going to need that again in order to come through for fantasy managers.
I hope that the Jets were like, oh, that guy's good in space. We should maybe throw it to him more often and not Isaiah Davis. Because it's just criminal that he gets 1 target.
But you have him, what, 17th?
Yeah. I don't love him. I actually, because I'm higher than everybody else on Harvey. Like I'd start TreVeyon over him.
Mm-hmm.
I'd start RJ Harvey over him. I'd start ETN over him. You're obviously starting Dowdle over him.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's certainly plenty of scenarios where we can sit Breece Hall. I just thinking, when we stay starter sit and where we have him ranked, it's just it's just hard. They're not, as we see, 85% is probably one of the lowest start percentages for him in a while.
He started the year getting 4 targets in 4 of his first 5 games, so they know that he can catch the ball. They know that he can do that. 3 targets or fewer each of his last 4 games.
And he
had credit for last week. He could have easily quit on the team if he wanted to. He wanted out. Sure. First game following the trade deadline. He played great.
Breece Hall had 3 targets and 2 catches in each of the first 2 games he played without Garrett Wilson. He had about a 10% target share. So if you're thinking, oh, well, they're going to throw it to him more with Garrett Wilson out, it hasn't been the case so far. It might happen, but it hasn't been the case so far. So yeah, he said Harvey over Hall. How about you, Dave and Jamie? Harvey or Hall?
I have Hall higher.
I have Hall higher, but I'm very close between Hall and Marks.
Oh, how about Monangai?
No, Hall.
No, Hall over Monangai. Okay. So any other?
Now that Jameis is starting, I might go Devin Singletary.
No. Any other Jets you might consider?
No.
What they said.
Okay. And then Drake Maye, 4th for Jamie, 6th for Dave, 1st for Heath.
Why are you guys always doubting Drake Maye? I think it's third week in a row I'm the high guy on Drake Maye. He's been really mediocre the first 2, so it's great.
Any reason why he ended up as number 1 for you?
High implied point total, bad defense he's facing. He's very good.
Okay.
What is the high implied point total for the Patriots?
I don't know.
Is it like 28? How do we have to ranking him number 1?
It is exactly 28.
Yeah.
I think.
That's pretty good.
Not quite. 27.5.
Oh, well, then he sucks, and you have him ranked too high. No, I'm just kidding around. Yeah, might have him a little too low. They should be able to do whatever they want against the Jets. I don't think their secondaries. I mean, listen, Jerry Jeudy caught a touchdown. Dylan Gabriel threw the ball a decent amount last week. The secondary isn't very good. If anything, their run defense came to play last week, but they also stacked the box against Quinshon Judkins, and I don't see the Jets doing that this week, which actually makes me like TreVeyon a little bit more. But I do think Drake Maye has like a solid game, 250, 2 touchdowns, maybe 20 yards rushing.
So he's played.
The thing that you want to hope for as the Drake Maye manager is this is the showcase for MVP game.
He's played 3 games where they've blown out their opponent. 42-13, 31-13, 32-13. Did not throw more than 24 passes in any of those games. However, he scored 27 or more fantasy points in all three.
Okay.
He ran very effectively in those 3 games. But it's always a little bit of a concern, the low pass volume. But Drake Maye is a start. I guess, would you all start him over Mahomes this week?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Would you start? I know, obviously, the answer for Heath, but for Dave and Jamie, Drake Maye or Justin Herbert?
Herbert's the start of the week. I have him one spot ahead.
I've got May ahead.
All right. Anyway, start him. Then we'll talk about the running back. Well, you know what? We'll save the running backs to last. Real quick, Hunter Henry. Any interest in Hunter Henry?
I just think there's so many better options at tight end. He's been so disappointing lately. He's coming off tying his worst performance of the season, which was 1.9 PPR points, which he did, I believe, in week 1 or 2, early in the season. So just given the state of the position, he's not horrible. Matchup's not horrible, but I just think there are better options out there. I think it helps that Austin Hooper probably not going to play.
Here's some analytics for you. The last time he had 1.9 fantasy points, he followed that up with 29.
Oh man, that's a good note. So, all right, Patriots wide receivers. Dave, give me the scenario here for these guys. Again, 3 blowout wins, no more than 24 pass attempts in any game. You did have Mac Hollins, who had a season high 83.3% route participation rate last week without Booty, but Booty was limited. Anyway, what do you think about the Patriots wide receivers?
I like Stephon Diggs the best still. He leads the Patriots with a 30.6% target per route run rate this year, with 9.1 yards per target when Drake Maye isn't pressured. And I don't think Drake Maye is going to get pressured. I think that he'll be able to have time to pick apart that Jets secondary. And that makes me encouraged, even though Diggs doesn't play quite as much as some of the other receivers for New England. So he's my favorite of the 3. I would call Mac Hollins like a desperation receiver. You've got to be in like a 16-team league with a bunch of sharks and a bunch of flex spots on your squad and desperate at wide receiver to go with him. Kyle Williams has to be on fantasy benches too. I would rather have Burden than Williams, but I do think that he's a good stash play. You love the speed that you saw last week at Tampa, and he's somebody who could potentially earn maybe a little bit more playing time, but I don't see a pathway to him being a featured player for New England for the rest of the way.
Are we excited to start Diggs this week or sort of begrudgingly starting?
It's the same every week with him. Like he's living anywhere between like 22nd and 30th among wide receivers in PPR.
He's caught a touchdown in 3 straight games. He's had a target share of 21.7% or higher in 3 of his last 4 games, but he is really reminding me a lot of Keenan Allen because the yards stink. 46 or fewer yards in 4 of his last 5 games for Stephon Diggs.
He's playing right around 70-75% of the snaps, or that's his route rate, excuse me. So he's doing better there than Keenan Allen, but the comparison is fair.
He'll score.
Tez Johnson at Buffalo or Stephon Diggs?
I think I have Steph higher.
Oh, Tez for me.
Two Diggs and a Steph. How about Troy Franklin against the Chiefs? Okay. How about Stephon Diggs versus either Broncos receivers against the Chiefs?
Diggs.
I'll take Diggs over both.
I've got both ahead of Diggs.
How about Deebo Samuel at Miami or Stephon Diggs?
Diggs.
Deebo.
TreVeyon Henderson or Stephon Diggs?
Henderson.
Trey.
Breece Hall or Diggs?
Diggs and PPR.
Yep.
All right. TreVeyon Henderson, Heath, how do you rank him without Ramondre? How would you rank him if Ramondre plays?
Without Ramondre, he's the highest of the RB2s. I think I have him at 13. With Ramondre, he would move into the low RB2 range, probably closer to 22 or 23.
Do you guys feel similarly?
He's the number 1 guy for me. He's 11.
All right.
I'm the little guy. I've got him 16. That's without Ramondre.
If Ramondre plays, who's the highest rank? Who would be the higher ranked guy?
Henderson,
but it'll be very close.
and it'd be Hall over both if Ramondre plays.
That's fair.
All right.
I'll still go Henderson over Hall.
We'll give you an update tomorrow when we see. I mean, I'm assuming that he's going to be limited again, Ramondre Stevenson.
Yeah.
He's
I don't know if he was practicing with the team either.
Yeah, he was on the side.
Yeah, usually when they're limited and practicing on the side, like we've come to learn that means that they're not going to play.
Yeah, and a short week too. It's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Patriots DST, start them.
Yep.
Two terrible games in a row, but this one should be a lot better. All right, that will do it for Thursday Night Football. We got 10 minutes left and nothing. I'm going to answer some starter sit questions. I'm sorry for this game. Mayor Stafford.
I've got Stafford higher.
May.
Mayor Mahomes. We already said May on that one. Start 2. Henderson, Rico Dowdle, Quinshon Judkins, Javonte Williams.
I'll go Henderson and Dowdle.
I'll go Dowdle and Javonte.
That's how I have it too.
Oh, this one is such a bad comment. Well, it's not that bad of a comment. Pats are a paper tiger. They don't have a tough game all year. Going to get stomped in the playoffs. They have won at Buffalo and at Tampa Bay. So let's give them a little credit there. I do kind of feel like they're not quite. I feel like they're this year's version of the Broncos. They might get their butts kicked in.
I wonder where they're at in the Super Bowl odds.
They might get the 1 seed though, which.
Yep. I think that'd be my expectation as they do.
Well, then they won't get beat in the first round.
Right.
Henderson or Devontae Adams.
But it will be interesting to see what the lines will be if it's Chiefs, Bills, Ravens at New England or at Indianapolis, round 1 and then round 2.
Yeah. Half PPR, Henderson or Adams?
Devontae Adams.
Yeah, just make sure that Adams is participating by Thursday.
Yeah. Stafford or May? I think we just did that one. I'm sorry. And Rice or Henderson?
Rice.